are back with the hour for June 6th, 666. Tonight's show is all about the devil and his favorite hobby, evil. Now, look, evil really sucks for our quality of life, but on the flip side, evil can be great for art, like music. If you believe rock and roll is the devil's music, then the band Slayer is Exhibit A. Slayer joins us tonight. Just talking about them is making your lawn die. Just dying, just wilting and dying. Also, movies. What are your favorite devil movies? Rosemary's Baby? Prince of Darkness, Alice Cooper's Homeless Man, The Prophecy starring Christopher Walken. We'll tell you our favorite devil flicks in 15 minutes. And the devil, he's not just Christian. Oh, no. Other religions have their own evil leaders. We'll meet some tonight, just as bad as Satan. We don't play favorites, my friend. But let us keep Christian for now. You cannot talk about evil and Satan without talking about the Antichrist. So, just so you're clear, according to the Christian prophecy, the Antichrist is Satan's point man at the end of time. Story goes, he'll form a one-world government through the promises of peace, and then Jesus will defeat him in the Battle of Armageddon. It will not star Ben Affleck, by the way. It's no surprise that the apocalyptic tunes, though, have labeled some world leaders the Antichrist. My friend, here's a list of the top 5. Number 5, John F. Kennedy. Yes, apparently at the 1956 Democratic Convention, he got 666 votes. Later, as U.S. president, shot dead. That's significant because the Bible describes the Antichrist as having a serious wound, a head wound, that healed. Kennedy, well, not the Antichrist because it never healed. Number 4, evangelist Pat Robertson. He had a beef with other premillennial dispensationalists. That's a mouthful, by the way. Robertson thought we could avoid the apocalypse if we united to fight the one world government. And for that, he was labeled the Antichrist. Number 3, Mikhail Gorbachev, the former Soviet leader who helped end the Cold War. He had a few Antichrist-esque things going on for him. First, you had the head blotch, clear sign. Also a peacemaker, one world government, hello! And oh, the numerical equivalent of Mikhail S. Gorbachev in Russian is 1332. That's 666 times 2. Number 2, the Gipper, Ronald Wilson Reagan. Yes, Ron Reagan. Each of his names has 6 letters, 666, folks. He also survived an assassination attempt. Clearly, he was Satan's man on earth. And at number 1, Pope John Paul II. Yes, I'm talking about the Pope. He advocated that the poor not get left behind by globalization. Hello? One world government? Huh? What? And don't forget, this guy was shot 4 times and recovered. You know what that means? It means you're 50 Cent. No, it means you're the Antichrist. There you go. So that is not our list. That is a list that exists. People out there talking about some of the people who could have been the Antichrist. Politics is where the Antichrist will take over the world, which is the best reason for Senate reform I can think of. Hello? Of course, maybe the Antichrist won't be hiding behind a campaign manager. Maybe he'll be upfront about it. Maybe he'll be in a band. Well, if he would be in a band, my friend, chances are he'd be in Slayer. This whole thing started because a lot of people declared today the National Day of Slayer. We'll talk to the singer Tom Araya in just a moment. But if you don't know, oh, you're going to love them or hate them. Just gonna call it. In terms of mainstream music, Slayer are the most evil band ever. They got started back in 1982, back when all those Norwegian black metal bands were still trying to learn their alphabets. A, B, C, D, E, V, I, L. Slayer plays what has been called thrash metal. To the seasoned banger, it sounds a little faster, a little darker, almost a punk version of metal. To the rest of the world, well, it sounds like Raining Blood, which coincidentally is the name of Slayer's legendary and influential 1986 release, but Rain in Blood. The lyrics were dark and violent, just like all of their album covers. Rain in Blood solidified Slayer's reputation as the kings of metal. The band has legions of loyal fans, so it is not surprising that some diehards decided to declare today, June 6, 2006, that is to say 666, the National Day of Slayer. And there is their work, and here is the man joining us on the phone right now. He is the voice that you hear in there from Slayer, Tom Araya. Hey, happy National Day of Slayer. Hey, this is not too many people get their own day when they're alive. You get your own day.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's an awesome. It's just amazing.
Think about it, man. Okay, we're in the 2000s now, right? I mean, I first started to listen to Slayer in the 80s. You got the 80s, the 90s. We're talking in your third decade of this stuff in the public eye. Could you ever have imagined that band of yours would have turned into what it did?
No, I never would have. I never would have thought that I'd be sitting here 30 years later thinking, yeah, you know, it was 30 years ago that we started this band. No, I was in shock when we did our first album. That to me was a milestone, and that, you know, that would have topped all milestones if it hadn't gone beyond our first album.
Well, and you know, here we are sitting on the day that is 666, and obviously it is the National Day of Slayer because of the band's perceived relationship with the Dark Prince himself. Could you ever have imagined you'd have a co-pilot quite like Satan?
No.
But that's what happened, man.
Well, you put it in such a funny way. No, it doesn't surprise me that the band is so heavily associated with that image, or with Satan, or, you know, the number 666. In fact, it's my birthday today.
Holy cow.